morning, everybody. Welcome. Is today a special day or what?
Yes,
I see some Seahawks jerseys out there. Let's stand up. Just double check that it's a fine, fine day. I mean, of all the days, this is a fine, fine day. Oh, it's a fine, fine day for us to come together. Yes, it's a fine, fine day for us to gather in this place where we can laugh and learn, where we can sing and praise. It's a fine, fine day. It is a fine, fine day. Shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart. It's a fine, fine day. It is a fine, fine day. Let's do it again. Oh, it's a fine, fine day for us to come together. Yes, it's a fine, fine day for us to gather in this place where we can laugh and learn, where we can sing and praise. It's a fine, fine day. It is a fine, fine day. Oh, yeah, it's a fine, fine day. It's a fine, fine day. It's a fine, fine day. All right, don't even think about sitting down. Freedom, everybody wants it. Freedom, everybody needs it. Freedom won't rest until the whole world is free, free, free. Freedom, everybody wants it. Freedom, everybody needs it. Freedom won't rest until the whole world is free, free, free. We all have the right to breathe the sweetest liberty. Freedom, everybody wants it. Freedom, everybody needs it. Freedom won't rest until the whole world is free, free. Let's do it again. Freedom, everybody wants it. Freedom, everybody needs it. Freedom won't rest until the whole world is free, free, free. Oh, that was good, you guys. Woo.
Well, go ahead and have a seat if you wish. Welcome to Unity of Olympia. At Unity, we honor all faith traditions and all paths to God. At Unity of Olympia, our purpose is to nurture lives of freedom and joy and inspire people to make a positive difference in the world. If you're new to Unity, we recognize that you are here not by accident, but by divine appointment. And if you're with us online today, drop a note in the comments and tell us where you are this morning. We are glad you could make it as well. Let's pray. Spirit, source, creative intelligence, we open our hearts and minds, every cell of our bodies, to your healing light and love. We're so grateful for the opportunity to be together in community, to share our energy, our wisdom, our questions, our hope, our faith. And in this, we have perfect faith that life is being made just the way it's supposed to be, and that we are divinely guided in all that we do and all that we say and all that we are to help co-create the very highest and best. And so it is. Amen. At Unity of Olympia, we celebrate diversity. We affirm the divine in all, as we are all expressions of God, regardless of our differences. We strive to provide a safe place for all people of all abilities, ethnicities, gender, and sexual identities, religiosity, and ages. And we recognize that there may be room for growth. Please let me or our staff know if we can do a better job. Should we celebrate some birthdays?
Let's do it.
Who has birthdays for the month of, what month is this?
February.
Thank you. You guys are so smart. Will you stand up and let us celebrate your birthdays with you? Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. This is fabulous. Let's sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you're wonderful. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you, you're wonderful. God is blessing you now.
Woo. We're grateful you got born. We're grateful you're part of our community. And we are grateful that you are here on the planet at this time. So we're going to move into our youth lesson, which we have a youth. So a youth. We have a youth and no youth. Well, let's just do the affirmation. Today, they're going to be learning more about dreams and about reaching dreams, holding your dream in mind, what that means to hold a vision. And their affirmation is, I plant seeds and allow God's timing to lead my dreams. Now, I'm going to say that in two parts and invite you to affirm it with me. I plant seeds.
I plant seeds.
And allow God's timing to lead my dreams. Yep, we hold that for all children, regardless of age. Shall we sing them out?
We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
And I think it's time for our center update.
Hey friends, Reverend Terry here with your center update from the minister. The center update is an opportunity to provide a little transparency and education for the community about what we're doing with our integral ministry practice. Remember, integral ministry is that which creates its focus on our purpose, our mission, our vision, our relationships with one another, rather than being centered on the minister is the focus of the ministry. I know that's hard with my big personality. And yet, that's really what I'm hoping for all of us too, is that each of you has relationships with each other that grow you, that serve you, that offer you an opportunity for love and spiritual experience, right? So, one of the pieces of this integral ministry practice is the integral membership part of our ministry. So we've changed our membership model so that rather than expecting people to choose to either not be a member, but just say they're going to Unity, or become a governing member and take on the full responsibilities of what that means as a governing member at Unity of Olympia, we have an in-between step. The in-between step is an opportunity to get to know the community, to participate in service, to take a class or two, to really come to understand what the Unity principles are about, and to support the community and see how that feels. So we liken this to the path that we take through the labyrinth. So I'm going to bring this picture up. There it is. So the integral membership system is one that the new people who join Unity of Olympia will walk the labyrinth, as in the walk from the exterior of the labyrinth toward the center. And that upon getting to the center, we would say that, well, they're probably just as much a member as anyone else, except they don't have the governing membership status. They don't vote for what's going to happen. They don't choose to be in leadership roles. And so we want to invite those people then to move into leadership, to learn about governance, and get to the point where by the time they've exited this integral membership labyrinth, that they understand what it means and are ready to do their part to serve the governing Unity of Olympia by voting, by participating in board service, by participating on the finance team for directing our finances. So you can see the picture on the one side closest to me has the picture of the crowd, right? That's about receiving, that we really want to give to these people, that each of us who have been here for a while, we want to make sure that they feel welcome and that they get a feel for what Unity of Olympia is. And then once you get to the center of that labyrinth, then you move to the other side where you start to really understand and work within the organizational structure of Unity of Olympia, rather than just jumping in one day and say, okay, I am 100% in. So that's what the integral membership system is. And I think that it's one of these systems that really can make a difference for our community. So if you would like to learn more about that, please come to our membership meeting after service today, and come and learn about the people who are interested in becoming members, and share your story of what it's meant to you to be a member. This is another part of the integral membership system, is connecting those of you who wish to grow our membership and connect with newer people. May want to come to the membership information meetings that we have every 2 or 3 months for new people to consider membership and connect with them. All right, that's our center update for today. Have a great service.
There we go.
Hey, friends.
So now we transition to the prayer portion of our service. As we prepare for the daily word, one of our prayer team members is bringing forward the prayer request box. Please join with the prayer team and affirm that every prayer in the box, the prayer box, is already answered.
Today's word, can you hear me? Today's word is determination. My determination takes me far. In every person's life, there will be times of ease and times of struggle. In the tougher times, it's natural to feel discouraged and tempted to give up on plans and dreams. When discouragement sets in, I remember I am fully human and fully divine, a spiritual being endowed with many divine gifts. I fortify myself by invoking my innate qualities of strength and power. They give me the determination to keep going, to stay the course. I can use my body and mind to accomplish what I set out to do, but I also know that there is more to me than that. The attributes of God are mine to use. I believe in myself and move forward with determination. And the quote from the Bible, 1 Thessalonians 2:8, so deeply do we care for you that we are determined to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you have become very dear to us. And the word for today, determination. My determination takes me far. Please repeat the phrase for the day. My determination takes me far.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. At Unity, we believe in the power of prayer. There are 2 prayer boxes in our sanctuary, one right up here, and then one in the back of the room as well. Both prayer boxes have prayer request cards and pins. If you submit a prayer request, it will be held in prayer by our prayer team, and then it'll be sent to Silent Unity, where they hold it in prayer for an additional 30 days. Members of our prayer team are often available for confidential prayer following the service. I believe that's true today. Laura? Yes, Laura will be in the back of the sanctuary today, available after service for prayer. Let's affirm our statement of faith together. There's only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God the good, all power, presence, and wisdom. It is in God that I live, move, and have my being. So it is.
We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes.
Until the killing of black men, black mothers' sons, is as important as the killing of white men, white mothers' sons. I said,
we who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes.
to me, young people come first. They have the courage where we fail. And if I could but shed some light as they carry us through the gate, I said,
we who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. The older I get, the better I know that the secret of my going on is when the reins are in the hands of the young. Oh, who dare to run against the storm? I said, we who believe in freedom cannot rest.
join us.
Oh, we who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Not needing to clutch for power, not needing the light just to shine on me. I need to be one in the number as we stand against tyranny. I said, we who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Struggling myself don't mean a whole lot. I've come to realize that teaching others to stand up and fight is the only way my struggle survives. I said, we who believe in freedom cannot rest.
Don't rest.
We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes.
It's on its way.
I'm a woman who speaks in a voice, and I must be heard. At times I can be quite difficult. I'll bow to no man's word. I said,
Together.
we who believe in freedom cannot rest.
Come on. Make a commitment.
We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Oh, we who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Yes, we who believe in freedom cannot rest.
That's us.
We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes.
Thank you. All right. My name is Reverend Terry. I think I forgot to tell you all that. Probably most of you know it. Hey, when you came in, some of you were handed a sheet of paper, and it says questions for the clergy at top, and then it says love is the answer on the bottom half. But it's a full sheet because today is question for the clergy Sunday. So if you have a question, you have more. You know what? I think there's no way I'm getting to 20 questions. I only made 20 copies. And so if you have written a question on that blank space, go ahead and make an airplane out of it. And if you can get it to the front, I will take a stab at answering. Now go ahead, send those airplanes up here. What? I wore tennis shoes today. So I could look at that one. Did you see that? Wow. My goodness. Is that the one for you? Okay. Look at these. There you go. Beautiful. Okay. So what's this? Probably 8 or 9. I probably won't get through these. Well, we'll see. Maybe there's some similar questions, right? You think they're all the same? What are you doing? That's the question. You know, the Fillmores believed that consciousness was foundational. And I do too, that consciousness itself is the expression of the divine, and that we do not create consciousness out of matter, but that, yeah, this is really nice, isn't it? There's another one. Okay, here we go. These are holy and sacred. Excellent, thank you. That consciousness exists, and that our physical lives then channel consciousness. Our brains channel consciousness. The cells in our bodies that have a different level of consciousness than our minds channel, right? The plants. It's all just different levels of consciousness. And that is a belief that I buy into 100%. I believe that consciousness is what we call God conscious. So that's how I can say everybody is God expressing. Now, I want to share quickly the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. Oh yeah, we got lots of sacred stuff here. That's good. This is the book that we used up until 10 years ago when a website came out with all the answers. All of this got put onto a website, and I am so grateful. If you ever want to look something up for yourself, it's called truthunity.com. truthunity.net. On page 8 of the, I'll tell you what this is briefly. On page, I know my voice is going up and down, sorry, it's just, yeah. On page 8, it talks about you, each one of you, as students of New Thought, are responsible for coming up for your own definitions, but this book provides a metaphysical definition for every proper noun in the entire Bible. It was a huge work. And it was the work of the time, Charles Fillmore, while at Unity Village, they hired, people who know about words. Linguists. Good job. Gold star over there. Hired linguists, and they looked back to the root words and the original meanings, etc. And then they came up with these definitions. However, this is a very important thing right here. In presenting these methods of interpretation, we have endeavored to give with each one sufficient explanation to enable the student to get an idea as to how and why we arrive at given metaphysical conclusions. By reasoning along the same lines, the student can develop his or her own inner interpretation of the scriptures. Our real aim is to assist in leading the student into the inner or spiritual interpretation of the Bible, that he or she may apply it in the very best and most practical way in his or her own life. If he or she does not wish to accept our interpretations, but would rather do his or her own thinking entirely apart from our suggestions, we fully recognize the right to do so. We are always pleased when anyone learns to go within and get inspiration directly from the indwelling Lord or Spirit of truth. Right? That's good stuff. That was Charles Fillmore. So that's part of why we keep talking about Charles and Myrtle many, many years past their lifetimes, that this openness to spiritual understanding was something new. It was part of the New Thought culture that began with the Unitarian movement, but then they quickly found some rules, and then it moved into religious science, but then they found some rules, and now here we are, and our rule is, we are open-minded and all about growth and your own inner interpretation, which is not really much of a rule, right? So I'm going to answer questions with my interpretation. Ready? Okay. Who took my glasses? Nobody? What do you do to keep your faith fresh and moving forward? So if this is personal for me, what I do is I change out my practice on a regular basis. Like whenever I notice that I'm doing my prayer practice or meditation practice and I'm not paying attention. Anybody have that happen? Right? And then I change it. And there are lots of practices. There's lots of different meditation practices out there, lots of different prayer practices. There's so many tools available now just on here, right? And so my most recent shift was from reading a personal statement and the daily word, and I do gratitudes, 3 gratitudes every morning in a text group, and that has not gotten old. It's still a lot of work for me to do that. And so bless you. That was a cute little sneeze, wasn't it? And so that's my most recent change was that I listened to I set a timer for 6 minutes. I turn on the daily word. I listen to the daily word, and then I sit in silence, waiting for whatever might show up. And then I do it again. When the timer goes off, I set it for 6 minutes. I listen to the daily word, and I sit in silence. it's been pretty interesting seeing what shows up in that time. And I do like the repetition of 3. That's something that works for me. All right. So that is what I would suggest for anybody else if your faith stuff is getting boring. Will the Seahawks win? Who's that guy that Johnny Carson used to play? Hold on. I'm going to skip that one. Why are there evil actions being perpetrated on others? That's a great question. I had a teacher who said that if anybody can answer that question with ease in less than 3 minutes, then just move on. Discount them. Because there is no easy answer. That is the question that has been with theology for all time. I do have an answer that works for my heart. I define evil as actions that come out of selfish, self-serving thinking processes where someone is trying to get their own needs met that might be real needs through really tragic actions that they know will hurt others. It's not like letting the screen door slam shut and then turning around and going, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you in the face. It's like purposely choosing to get my needs met and letting other people pay the price. That's my definition. Now, given that that's my definition, I can go back to the word sin. People make mistakes, people are growing, people are learning. There is not, and I'm sorry guys, I'm Christian, so if you're triggered by this, I believe that we all make mistakes. To sin is to miss the mark of perfection, and we all make mistakes from time to time. And the truth is that we may not know it. And when I hurt somebody, I don't do it on purpose. And if I do, can you really say that you've never lashed out in anger because you were so angry you wanted to put somebody in their place? I even consider that an evil act. I take responsibility. I move into making amends and doing what I can to create balance and harmony. Balance and harmony are my goals in relationship. That doesn't mean that if I've done something to harm somebody really, really painful, that we will continue that relationship. They might not want to, or I might not want to if it's happened the other way. So I know that that does not feel very unity, because we are a positive path for spiritual living, but I also believe that we have a responsibility through the third principle. The third principle says, thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. If I'm thinking the thought that I was raised on in unity, I am perfect just the way I am, and if they don't like it, there's something wrong with them. So we are perfect as expressions of the divine presence. As our human expression, we probably all have room to grow. That's my theology. Now, back to the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, you may disagree. And frankly, if every single person in this room buys my theology and does not disagree, there's nobody who disagrees, then I'm thinking that y'all aren't thinking for yourselves. And that is actually one of the most important things about unity, is you are asked to think for yourself. I love history. Is there any historical truth in the Christian Bible? Well, yeah, a little. There's a little. For those who love history, I would strongly recommend Bishop John Shelby Spong. He was a prolific author. He has passed on. I think he passed on during the pandemic, or just right around there during the shutdown periods in 2020 or 2021. John Shelby Spong has, I think that he has one book for every one of the Gospels. I think he has a book for Acts and Revelations. I think he's got a book, but the reason I bring him up is that he is a modern day, or has been, a modern day author that used the most current biblical theology and history, not theology, history, right? Based on what they've found in the Middle East and what they know about languages. So John Shelby Spong, he's got it going on. Is there another author that you, any of you really like that talk about the Gospels, the history? Okay. The other thing about John Shelby Spong is he did a whole bunch of Hebrew scriptures as well, so that he could see how the Christian scriptures came to be as a result of the Hebrew scriptures. And then he does all kinds of information relationship building. Like, I love the one on prophets. He had a book on just the prophets in the Hebrew scriptures. That one was great. So we have one. Whoever asked that question, I think I have 2 or 3 Shelby Spong books in my office, and you could certainly borrow one. Okay. If all paths lead to God, and all paths to God are honored, how do the paths converge, or do they run parallel? That's a good one, huh? I don't know. And again, this is my theology, right? Because I think about these things. I believe that we are all energy. We're all an expression of that divine source already. And that when we are no longer in a body, that we just go back to that divine source. Now, Myrtle Fillmore, she believed that life is a school and that we are here for education. Charles Fillmore believed deeply, and Myrtle did too, but Charles did a lot more writing about it, in reincarnation and in the Hindu reincarnation, and that we come back over and over until we have learned so much that we can live a life of peace and equanimity and be all that in a bag of chips. So, and that might be true. I'm not closed-minded to that, but for me, my interest in what happens after we die isn't nearly as high as my interest in how do I live today in a way that when I'm on that deathbed, I can say that was a good ride. And if I come back, I'll want to do it again. That's mine. What about you guys? I think this is a good time to move to the next slide. I shared our diversity, our value in diversity earlier. Let me see. It says, we celebrate diversity. We affirm the divine in all, as we are all expressions of God, regardless of our differences. And one of those differences is what we believe, what we think we know. So I want to invite you into a few minutes of checking in with your neighbor and just sharing, what do you think happens after we die? And are you able to really hear and honor what your partner in sharing has to say? Ready? If you are in line, are willing to do this too, We'd love to have you make a comment in the comment section. That would be great. Go. Yeah. Okay, guys and gals and in-betweens. Let's bring it on back. Did anybody respond online? Okay. All right. Did anybody tell us where they are? Excellent. Wonderful. So here's another question. How was that, by the way? Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. How or what can I do to hear guidance from God? So that's pretty much all I teach here. And I hope that at some point that makes sense, right? So sitting in silence is one way. Walking is another way. The big deal about hearing guidance from God is to know that it is here and be open to it. Francis Folks wrote a book, I think in the 30s or 40s, called Effective Prayer. And in the foreword to that book, she says, all of you have sat, now this is maybe not true in today's world, but she says, all of you have sat in a forest at some time or another and sat silently listening for a twig to break or a leaf to fall. This is the way that we are encouraged to wait on God. Now, for my part, I don't necessarily believe you have to sit in silence, but what if somebody said to you this morning, or something you saw on the way when you were driving here today, was actually God trying to reach you, right? Maybe it's a thought that shows up in your mind. Maybe it's something out here in the world. I don't want to put a limit on how that consciousness, the divine intelligence, creative life speaks in and through and as and to me. Maybe it's you talking to me right now, right? So that's my answer to that. And if you don't like that answer, that's okay. What is the unity interpretation of the Holy Spirit? So that's a really long one. And if you don't mind, I'll take that to a service. I'll do a lesson. The short one is we believe in the threefold metaphysical interpretation of the Trinity. The metaphysical interpretation being mind, source, God, the consciousness, creative life. That would be one. The other one being you, me, God is expressing as us. Another one, the Holy Spirit, and that would be Jesus, right? The second one, expressing in humanity. The other one is the energy of God in the world. So rather than being deists who believe that God created the world and walked off and went away, and now it's up to us, right? This is the big difference between, well, I don't study Unitarian religion today, but the Unitarian religion of the 1800s, sorry. The big difference between the Unitarian religion and unity is that we do believe that God is active in the world with us, that we are co-creating an experience with God. That's the Holy Spirit is working with us. And then the third question, this is the last one. Ready? What is the current plan to have our own church building? And I'm wondering that too. What's your current plan? Who's in charge of that? Yeah, okay. I'm really, really happy here. Yeah. If we were to, get a few more $1 million and then had the board or the membership has the energy and feels that Spirit is calling for a building of our own, to manage a building on an ongoing basis, then I'm 100% behind it. If the community feels that, a majority of the community feels that it's time, then I'm here for the ride. So when you guys decide that it's time, my role as spiritual leader, I think I've been pretty clear, is not to get a building. And I am so grateful to be here. I am so grateful that the broken elevator wasn't my problem, that the houseless people in the parking lot are not my problem, that the lighting is not my problem, that there were so many challenges in the other building. And we don't have to have that kind of a building in the future. Just because we had that kind before doesn't make that true for the future. And yet, I'm praying and teaching and preaching and doing that stuff instead. So I'm waiting for y'all to do something about that. The question that didn't get asked that I am sure all of you want to know is what the heck is going on Sunday mornings? Does anybody want to know that? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. You're the only one. You too. So last October, we were in our leadership team meeting, which is the leaders from all the teams, right? The usher team, the welcome team, reception team, the music team, all the different teams. We all got together in October. And I said, I'm really itching for a change. I don't know what, but I'm like wanting to see something change. And I said, bring me your ideas. Nobody brought me ideas, but Greg then said to me about 2 weeks later, you know what? I'm pretty much done being the platform assistant. I've been doing it long enough. It's nice, but I'm like done. And I went, okay. So I still didn't have any brilliant ideas, but what I did was I went and I did a bunch of research on other churches. I watched videos from this church and that church and churches that are unity and churches that are not unity. And then I asked Janine to get together with me, and we tore it down and rebuilt it. So next week you will see the real change. This has just been very minor so far. Very, very minor. I've been trying to just do a little bit here and there, just kind of ease y'all into it. Next week, we're going to jump into moving all of the announcements, contributions, welcoming people, all of that stuff will be up in the front half of the service, so that the back half of the service is the prayer, the lesson, the meditation, the prayer, the music, the meditation, and that everybody gets to go home with that on their hearts and on their minds. Toward that end, you all will be asked to really pay attention to what's going on your own for a while, because I'm not going to do the announcements for 5 minutes. So we are going to reinstate the half-page bulletin with everything that's happening in the next 2 months in March. So there's that. All right. And we might change it again after next week. There's that. We don't know. So we have used entirely too much time, but I answered every single question that was here. Really, this is all about one thing. It's about turning within to the guidance of truth, of the Spirit within you. It's about being committed, right? Determined. That's our daily word today. It's using determination to stick with it, right? I have a closing poem that comes from John Whittier. This is called The Meeting. And so I find it well to come for deeper rest to this still room. For here, the habit of the soul feels less the outer world's control. The strength of mutual purpose pleads more earnestly our common needs. And from the silence multiplied by these still forms on either side. The world that time and sense have known falls off and leaves us and God alone. And we'll take those words into music for meditation.
Do we not love our Reverend Terry? That is so brave to answer questions. Like, wow, impressive. Oh, we're going to turn down the lights. Thank you, Nancy. Let's take a couple of nice deep breaths. Let's enter into that inner sanctuary. If you want a deeper experience, place a hand on your heart, and as you sing, feel that vibration in your hand. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. With every breath I breathe, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm heading straight to love. I'm coming home. Let's do it even bigger. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Feel it in your body. With every breath I breathe, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm heading straight to love. I'm coming home.
And so I invite us to relax deeply in the chair, recognizing that the chair is supporting us, the floor supports the chair, the earth, the Mother Earth supports the building, and that we are safe. We're safe right here, right now. I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable, and if not, to find a focal point upon which your eyes can rest. And let's bring the attention to the breath. You may wish to deepen the breath and follow it as it flows with the inhale and the exhale, in and out. The breath is that symbol of the divine presence, and perhaps is the divine presence in expression as oxygen, nourishing us, providing all we need in this moment. I'm going to affirm a statement. I'm going to say it 3 times, and then we'll move into an extended period of silence. I wait for the awareness of the presence of God. I wait for the awareness of the presence of God. I await the awareness of the presence of God. I await the awareness of the presence of God. God is here now. We're so grateful for these truths, for the awareness of this presence in this now moment. And so it is.
Taking a nice deep breath into the heart. And as you sing, just imagine singing from the heart. You can put your hand on your heart if you want to feel that. Oh, no, wait, hey, hang on. I'm going to put it in the right key. I'm coming home. Feel that. I'm coming home. With every breath I breathe, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm heading straight to love. I'm coming home. Nice and big. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. With every breath I breathe, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm heading straight to love. I'm coming home. Very nice.
Well, if this is your first time at Unity of Olympia or your first time back in a long time, we're glad you're here. I hope you got our welcome packet with information about the Unity movement and our community. If not, make sure to get it during the social hour. It's got a little sticky flower on it. And if you put that on, then we'll visit with you. If you don't put it on, we'll leave you alone. Got that, everybody? Okay, all right. The envelope also comes with a survey. We'd appreciate it if you'd provide feedback about today's service, about your experience, and submit a prayer request on that backside too, if you would like us to join you in prayer. And if you're comfortable with us reaching out to you, then fill out the front with your information too. Will the ushers please come forward? Excellent. As a spiritual cooperative, we all give what we can to support our community. In this way, we put feet to our faith in the natural abundance of God's world. We invite our guests to receive today's service as our gift to you. As always, everybody else can make your contributions online or via Venmo. You can put it in the mail, or you can give it right here. In whatever way you choose to support this community. Take your gifts into your hands, hearts, and minds, and let us bless them together with divine love. Together? Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Unity of Olympia is a prosperous community. We enthusiastically and continually generate more than enough ideas, energy, and money to meet all our needs and desires.
Today I'm grateful. Today I'm grateful. Today I'm grateful for every little thing. Today I'm grateful. Today I'm grateful. Grateful for just what this day will bring. And it's an honor to give
to give so freely. It's an honor to give with love. 'Cause today we're grateful. Today we're grateful. Today we're grateful for every little thing. Today we're grateful. Today we're grateful. Grateful for just what this day will bring. Forever grateful for just what this day will bring.
And so, as some of you may have noticed, I have a bit of a cold. It just came on yesterday afternoon. I am assuming that I am still, what's it called? Contagious. So, y'all stay out there. And let's bless these gifts together. We recognize that every single one of the gifts given today, this week, this month, in financially and in energy and love and service to one another, that each one of them moves the purpose of Unity of Olympia forward to help create more lives of freedom and joy, to make a positive difference in the world. We know this is so. Thank you, God. Amen. At Unity, we offer a variety of practices to meet people where they are and support them in their growth. After service events and classes are usually available to all on a drop-in basis. Today, after service, choir rehearsal. Do people have to apply? Do they have to? They can just come
show
and,
up.
okay. If you want to sing, come and hang out. Do choir rehearsal. We'll have a membership information meeting in room 205 at 11:30 for those interested in what it means to be a member at Unity, and those interested in spending time with those who are interested in becoming members at Unity. Susan McClure will be facilitating that for me today. Thank you, Susan. Wednesday at 1 o'clock is Heart Math. It's listed under Deeper Dives on the website. Wednesday at 6 o'clock is a Sangha-style meditation with the minister. And this Friday is Montesano's spirit group, which is amazing that it is just continuing to grow. I'm pretty excited about the service that they're providing out there in Montesano. Our annual Winter Spirit Group small group series will begin next week. There are 4 groups available, not counting the Montesano group, and I'm not sure what they're going to do yet. There are 4 groups available at different times and days, and even a Zoom group. Sign-up sheets are downstairs. If you're online and interested in the Zoom group, you should be able to register under events and then spirit groups. Whew. I feel like I run a race. You guys good? Any more questions? Diana has a question. Yeah, that's another change. No, we're not going to give the flowers away from the platform anymore. And I'm going to tell y'all why. The reason that we started giving flowers away from the platform was not a good reason. It was because people kept giving them to me and leaving them and expecting me to take care of them and clean the vases and get the vases back to them. And I didn't want to. I mean, that's not a good reason to be giving flowers away from the platform, right? So what's been decided is that going forward, and this has taken a lot of discussion, we've talked to a lot of people about how this is going to work. The flower team members very much would like to continue providing flowers. I know, isn't that sweet? Mm-hmm. And the member who brings the flowers will, after service, either take them home or find somebody they want to give flowers to. And if for some reason one of the flower team members is unable to do that after service, Deb Walter has volunteered to be the backup. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, flower team members. Okay. Well, another question. We got questions. I'm going to make you get an airplane. No. What's your question?
Okay, well, I'm the Interstate Works representative.
Can we do that another time?
And I just want everybody to know I basket downstairs. We have to have a basket for the raffle. And this is to create some funds for the homeless in our community, where some of their funds have been cut back. Thank you.
So for those of you online, I know you couldn't hear that. We don't want to exclude you. So we are doing, contributing a basket for Interfaith Works Eye to Eye fundraiser that is happening in March. And so if anybody would like to contribute an item to the basket, it is here today and it will be here next week. And we are looking for contributions in that basket. The theme is locally sourced. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. You guys ready to pray? Okay. It's entirely too close. What am I doing? Together. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We are the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is.
And all is well.
Thank you for joining us online. Have a great week.
I did. Yeah. Okay. Oh. All righty. Let